don't know why that does that. It's just... We may have to change balers because it's actually worse with this tractor. That is just lifting the back of this tractor up and pushing it in a weird direction. Yeah, look at that. It is just lifting the tractor off the ground. It's too rigid. Hello and welcome along and welcome back to No Man's Land. Today we are going to put our new tractor to work. It is Midsummer and that means it's time for our Midsummer cut of crop. Or of grass, sorry. Oh, did I just disconnect them? I did. Let's reconnect that. There we go. Yeah, we've got to get things cut today with this. And as usual with our silage cuts, we're going to try and do the full round of work today. So cut and cut, bale, wrap, and remove it from the field so that we can get the field rollered before the end of the day. Which this tractor should be able to do. There's 100 horsepower available to this, and it seems to run fairly well on most things. And yes, this tractor has been bought to get a little bit of weight off our massey we've had since the start of this series. Something has happened that has annoyed me though, and it's in the shop. If we go and have a look at the sales, this is here to taunt me. I wanted this tractor. This is the tractor that I wanted to add to this map when I bought our new one. Now, unfortunately, in the configuration that I wanted it, it would be £38,000. So even if I was to go and purchase it, even if I was going to sell everything I had and hadn't bought the other tractor, we still wouldn't be able to afford it. But ultimately, a tractor of around this kind of size, 120-ish horsepower is exactly what we're after. And so yes, the used sales has taunted me today. But we're not going to fall for it. We're not going to go into it. So what's this till do? Okay. Yeah, so I would love to have had that tractor. I have worked it out. I have tried to see whether it is something we would be able to afford if we sold all of the silage that we had and all of the various bits and pieces that we had kicking around the farm. Unfortunately, no. It just wouldn't work. We wouldn't have enough money. We could get this tractor, selling this tractor fully repaired and everything. That would get us up to 12 grand. There is not in any shape or form around here. 25 grand's worth of stuff to sell. That would be an end of year thing. So yes, the used sales are taunting me. But I'm happy because we have a new tractor on here and it's already proving to be really, really useful. Now, last time we cut round here, everybody said to me, oh, you should cut the verges. Make sure you include the verges in your cut. So this time we're going right up to the edge of the road, getting that extra little bit of grass from that to try and ensure that yes, we do get the maximum amount of grass off of our field. It should give us at least 12 bales off here. That's what we're aiming for again at this time. And we should have we are fully fertilized on here, so we're expecting a good a really decent amount from this cut. So if we get 12 bales off this and 12 bales off the autumn cut in about October as well, we should end up with 36 bales in total. That would be brilliant. That would be an absolute monster cut off here this year, and would make a really big difference to us for how much money we make from the silage this year, especially as we are holding it until the best sale time in December. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how well our silage performs and how much money it brings in this year. We, of course, are getting very close to harvesting our crops. Our barley is very close to being harvested. That is maybe a month away. I think that's probably going to be an August cut for that. And then I'm expecting a slightly later cut for the canola. Maybe a September cut for that. But we should be all cut and done and dusted by the end of September, I think, on here. And looking for a nice quick turnaround on those crops again, so that we can get things sorted and back in the ground, ready to sort of concentrate on this side of things going into the new year. Also, very big possibility based on how much money we made last year, that we will be able to earn enough off of all of our crops and everything this year to buy another piece of land. That would be absolutely brilliant and would make me very, very happy. So yeah, we're getting to the busy part of the year, the bit that we've been working towards really since we finished planting our crops last autumn. And we're going to start looking probably to get a little bit more variety in our crops going forwards this year. Especially if we get another piece of land, we will definitely be looking to maybe add a third crop to our farm, and not another winter crop. I think we're looking to put something in the spring. This tractor is working really well with this mower. I've no reason why it wouldn't, but it's just really nice to use with this. And yeah, it's nice not to have the front loader sitting in my way, to be honest. So yeah, I like the fact that we've got this on here, and it's doing this job. And it's actually going to be a bit of the workhorse on the farm now, this tractor. It's slightly more powerful than our Massey, and it obviously doesn't have the front loader on it, so it doesn't have that in the way. And yeah, its open airness is a nice breath of fresh air on the farm. What we are going to find is that I think on rainy days we'll switch back to the Massey, just to avoid getting ourselves really wet and soaked through. But otherwise, yeah, it's good to have this nice open air with this tractor. We might not use this for carting, is the only thing. I think using this for a lot of the other work on the farm works really well. I think carting and shifting things about like that, it's probably wise to stick with our Massey for those jobs. But all in all, this has done a cracking job of getting this field cut. So yeah, let's go and grab the baler and get this field baled up, ready to do some silage bale wrapping. Right, so we got the baler on the back. I'm just going to bale up the 4 strips we have here first. So start it up, drop it down. How much we got in? Oh, we got 95%. So we're going to immediately drop a bale on here. We may end up with 15 bales. Wow, this baler is even lifting this tractor off the ground. That's quite surprising, actually. I think it has a fairly heavy drop area here. I'd love to get the fast bale on here. I think that would be brilliant if that ever turns up. But it's I think it's probably a little bit too high in power requirement for any of our tractors we got at the moment. I think it's like 140 horsepower we need for that. So yeah, it's not going to be something that we can immediately use. There we go. Careful, or we're going to destroy some crop. 36 silage bales on here. That would be a massive amount of money. Just thinking about that is just so cool. We would be able to afford pretty much anything we want, including a new area to move into, which would be brilliant. The second tractor here is going to be... look at that. What is going on there? The second tractor is going to be a big part of that. It's going to allow us to just be more efficient all over doing all of this. Let's try it again. Yeah. Don't know why that does that. It's just... We may have to change balers because it's actually worse with this tractor. That is just lifting the back of this tractor up and pushing it in a weird direction. Yeah, look at that. So I'm going to zoom right in here. Watch what happens with that back bit. It is just lifting the tractor off the ground. It's too rigid. Let's see. We've not got anything in here. What is the cost of a new baler? Here we are. So, yeah, 48,000 for that. Of the options we have, yeah, these are 30,000. 110 for the fast bale. We are going to have to go, we are going to have to try and seek out a new baler, I think, because these just... That is just not good. That is causing all sorts of problems. I am very much struggling to use this baler with this tractor. It is... If you're not careful and you move too much, the back end just goes. It's even worse than it was with the Massey. I think what we'll have to do is go and look for some other balers or... some other options, because at the moment I can't really use this. I mean, look at that. That is a tiny turn at the moment it's gone down, and just the whole back of the tractor just wants to go away from me, and I have to correct for it. It's just too rigid, the pickup, the way it drops down, and it drops down too far. So yeah. It's unfortunate because I like these balers, but if they're not going to work with the size of tractors that I'm using when I need them, they're not a huge amount of use to me. Like driving on ice. I mean, it just continually tries to push me out one side or the other at the back. And if I go too fast. So... there we go. Down we go, and carefully and slowly round here to try and avoid getting pushed. It just has this momentum of its own that pushes you round. And in fact, that's why it's not pushing me round, because I haven't lowered my pickup. Let's try that again. If we come in from this way, we should be okay. Take it slowly, and look at that. Just pushes it right out. The moment you go at any kind of speed at all, anything above sort of about 5 miles an hour, and it will kick the back out. Really annoyingly. We are, however, producing a good number of bales. We've got one down the bottom. I know, 2 down the bottom there, 2 there, and 2 more here. So that's 6 bales off here already. We're about halfway through then what we expect to get off this field, which is really good. I'll be very, very happy if we get another 12 bales off here. And as a result, yeah, take ourselves up to 24 bales off this field off 2 cuts would be absolutely brilliant. So it looks like we're actually not going to get more than about 9 bales off here. I was wondering if I'd cut the field too early, but I don't think it's that. We've only got, yeah, a small area left. It is quite possible it is mid-June. In fact, yeah, I reckon we're probably a month early in this cut, thinking about it. July, August. So yeah, we're about a month early in the cut is why. We could, I wonder if it's possible to get a 4th cut out of this field then this year. If we cut in August, because it's only been 2 months. So if we cut in August and October, oh man, that's just sliding all over the place. We might even get 2 more cuts out of this, which would be insane. Because that would be, well, if it's doing 9 bales at this time for this kind of cut, then yeah, that would be nuts. That would be another 18 bales on top of this, which would be huge. Now we're at 91%. We do have a fair amount of grass still kicking around this field. We should be able to get another bale off here, I think. We've got an entire line of grass down by the that tree line. We've also got several bits of grass where we got lifted off it by the baler. You can get that bit. Let's back that up and put that down again. So yeah, we've got a decent number of bales off here. Just want to get this 9th one. I think it would more likely be 8 most of the time because we had most of a complete bale in there. There we go. And yeah, I'm thinking back, we only did a cut a couple of videos ago, so it would be right that this is a bit earlier than I meant it to be. But, as I said, if we've timed it right, we might get 2 more cuts out of this field again this year. Look at that. 100%. Unload that there. And we'll just put a little bit of grass in, which is about the same amount as we put in at the start. But that does make roughly 9 full bales. Wow. Right, let's head back to the yard and switch out for the bale wrapper. So 9 bales in total. We can fold this out and bring it in. Get that bale wrapping. And as always, we're going to take these and drop them off in our area over here, which I think at the end of the year, we'll probably at least put dirt down in this space, because I think having grass here just doesn't help us at all. There we go. Unload it. And let's go get the other 9. I think the area just at the bottom here, I was originally planning to put some animals on there, but to be honest, I think we could probably plow it under, add it as a grass area again, and a little bit more area to cut and to turn into silage bales. So I think we'll be looking to do that when we get the plow out at the end of the year. We're looking to seed everything. I think seeding that with grass before the end of the year is probably a good way to go as well. So lots of stuff to get done and do in there that will enhance our farm and increase how much money we can make off it. Especially with the kind of money we're making off things like the silage at the moment. Silage is worth a really decent amount of money to us, as is everything we're doing with the gardens and the greenhouse. The tomatoes are producing at a fantastic rate. In fact, we've got a full set of tomatoes again, which we might load into our trailer. And yeah, if we're doing a full trailer of tomatoes, in fact, a full trailer and a full truck of tomatoes once a month. That is bringing in quite a bit of cash for us on the farm, which is brilliant. I'd love to have them hanging around, and well, we might just leave the stacks there and store them for now. As I was saying before on here, I'm trying to limit the number of pallets because of the pallet limit. I do know that there's a mod out there. In fact, I shared the mod, but I don't see much point in having lots of pallets kicking around when I have storage space in my gardens and things, and that they just immediately spawn the moment I remove stuff. So yeah, we're gonna let them sort of build up, and then if we get full, then we'll start moving pallets and doing bits like that. For now, though, I don't see much point in moving pallets and getting more pallets to spawn until I actually want to go and take them to somewhere to sell. Final bale to get wrapped, and then our field is clear. I'm trying to remember if I sold off all the lime. Did I actually do that? Let's take a look in here. Do we have any lime? Oh, we still have 10,000 litres of lime. So we haven't sold the lime yet. Oh, hang on. Right, so what is the value of our lime? Let's have a quick look at this. Lime, I'd completely forgotten about this. Lime is right at the bottom here. There we go. 1,500, and it's much of a muchness, actually. I think we are at the high price right now. So I'm going to set the lime to sell. 10,000. Ooh, actually, that's quite a big jump suddenly. Let's get that lime selling, because we may yet change tractors. So let's do that. Change output mode to selling, because we want to automatically sell. We only have one place it's selling to, so that works out for us fairly well. And yeah, we'll see our money go up as it gets sold. It is a good time to sell the lime, I think. And yeah, maybe, just maybe, if that tractor's still kicking around, which it's not anymore. Of course it isn't. Doesn't matter anymore. This is the way it goes. Always the way it goes on here. Right, gonna drop off our wrapper here so that it's we don't have to take it all the way back, because our roller is just to the side of the field here. And we can get this lined up. This tractor, absolutely perfect on this roller. There we go. Looks a little bit oldie-worldy. Right, I want to get this into the corner. So carefully bring it round. There we go. And back it up. Oh, wow. This roller does not want to go where I want to put it. Right, back it up. Like so. There we go. Right, let's get this end of the field rolled, and then we can get onto the main body of it. I love the efficiency we've got going on here now. We are turning this field around so quickly. I mean, we had 3 less bales this time, admittedly, but we are turning this field around really, really quickly these days. It is fantastic to see, because it just means we're getting more efficient on this farm, and as we go and expand the farm, we will find that we will be able to cover things more easily. I am considering going down to 2-day months. At the moment, we're doing about we're skipping and doing like 1 day, doing 1-day months. But we're gonna probably need a bit of extra time going into harvest. I think harvest will take up a lot more of our time in order to get through. We'll get our fields cut and done, and then yeah, we've then got to get them baled on the second day and mulched on the third. So there's a fair amount of work that we're going to have to do during harvest that might still require 3-day months to get through it all. So yeah, I'm quite happy with skipping days. Skipping days has been working well for us on this series, so I think that's what we'll probably stick to at the moment. It also gives us a few more options in the shop. So yeah, the used equipment updates every day, and of course having 3-day months and skipping ahead, we get to see more options. Interestingly, the lime has all sold, and we've only got 9,336. How much? That's weird. Let's have a quick look at our finances. Sold crops, sold products, 3,946. I must have misread that. I must have misread how much lime we had, because that does not seem like... Yeah, that's a bit weird. All in all, other than the lime not selling for how much I wanted it to, today's gone fairly smoothly. It is 20 to 5, so it's still taken most of the day to get this done. But we are very close to finishing rolling this field. I've just got this sort of this thin slither of stuff left to do. So we're just going around and getting that finished off. Once this is done, we're going to take this tractor back to the yard. I think we'll drop the roller off as normal and get this tractor back to our shed and nicely covered up. So I think we're going to be probably moving on to the harvest next time. It's going to be July. It's about the right time to harvest our winter barley. So yeah, I want to grab that, and after that, I think about August time is when we're going to see the canola come ripe, and we'll have those two fields to do. The barley, of course, as I was saying earlier, we will have to bale the straw from that, ready for that to sell later in the year. We will also then have to mulch those fields and get that all done. This tractor will be doing a lot of that work. It has been bought to be a bit of a workhorse on the farm. I think we'll still cart with the Massey, as I said before. Because the Massey is quite good at keeping all the dust out, and is going to be quite useful. I don't really want to be using an open top tractor for that job, but certainly this grass work, this tractor's been great for, has worked brilliantly. I think it'll be a good ploughing tractor as well, providing we don't get rained on too much, and probably a good drilling tractor too. I think as we get into winter, though, we're probably not going to want to be quite so open air as we are at the moment. Good summer tractor, this. Maybe not such a great winter one. Right. Couple of small strips and things left here. So around here. And then this one around here. And that should be our field, all done and dusted and rolled, ready for the next cut, which is the same before. We might try and do after we've harvested the canola in August. Certainly if the grass is long enough to cut then we'll cut it. And we'll see if we can get another 9 bales off here to take our total up again. That will be 30 bales. If we get another 9 bales off the next cut, that'll be 30 bales, which is great. Then we could get as high as 39 if we're able to get a cut in mid-October then as well. So yeah, We'll see how we go. All in all, though, that is fairly well done, and this little tractor has done an admirable job today. It's done what we needed it to do, which is great. We've added another hour to it. But, yeah, it's all good. So, let's head back to the barn, and time to finish off this. So, really, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.